October 17th, 2025. Oh, we got another emergency run there here on East 47th Street. Well, I can show you some other things tonight. I just come back from up north at the Maristar Casino, and we're going to show you how some of the people were driving tonight. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. So we're coming back from Maristar up on 435 up there. You got this car, and it's weaving. It crosses the line several times, and it reduces speed at the very end. I think it got off at Truman Road down there. It got down, it was in front of me, it was doing 40 miles an hour. And whoever was in here was either flying high as a kite or drunk. But we're going to show that real quick here, guys. This is Kansas City. This is Independence, Missouri. And this is North Kansas City. Whoop! We're over the line. Now at this time they're doing normal speed up on 435, and had some 18-wheelers that were on the side behind me, and these guys got pretty far over too because they were watching this car drift back and forth, back and forth. But then it dropped down to 40 miles an hour, guys. Crazy stuff. It was all they could do to hold in between the lines of the road, whoever was driving this car. And it looks like they need to get the state highway patrol up there a little bit, hit some of these. Almost made it across that line again. Not good. Now I got two segments of this here, about 4 or 5 minutes long. Each segment's about 6 minutes. But this is pretty iffy. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, we're about ready to go to the next one. So hold on, guys. All right, so here's another 18-wheeler passing. And you can see, man, they got pretty far over. This car is still weaving. It's still weaving. All these drugs and stuff out here, not good. Not good at all. So we get up here by, I think it got off at Truman up there, but it by this time, those 18-wheelers, it dropped down to 40 miles an hour. Up there at 435. Oh my gosh. I don't know, guys. And then we're going to show a couple other little things here when we get up here. And of course we had our homeless, ones that are supposedly homeless. There's a guy that was on this ramp tonight. I've seen this guy before. He's got a Band-Aid on his nose. But I've seen this guy way back, he had a Band-Aid on his nose. There ain't no way he could have his Band-Aid on his nose 24/7. Weird stuff. Then that Fisca station down there, or whatever. Yeah, they're back in business again. Even though that, they cleaned it up, had those cones so they wouldn't pull. There was a vehicle tonight sitting out a little bit past the cones out in front there with the doors open. Not good, guys. This drug stuff here, it just keeps on flowing here in Kansas City. So let's see here. We're getting closer up here. I was glad to see this one get off. Yeah, I mean, that's insane. These people get out, get stoned, get drunk. Most of them are stoned now. And on other kind of drugs and stuff. Still bouncing back in between the lines. Almost made it over on that one. It was all I could do to hold it between the lines. Like I said, it crossed over several times. But right now they're doing 40. There we go. Truman Road, 12th Street. Yeah, good to see them get off. So let's go up to the next one here. Let's see here, hold on, guys. Go ahead and advance this now. Oh, that was another thing. I forgot about this. This van, commercial van, also was weaving. I see it left the road there. After it come up the ramp, it left the road. Must have had a big sale on some stuff or something. Okay, so we're getting off at 23rd. And we get down here. This guy, like I say, looks kind of like a golfer. But he's got a Band-Aid on his nose. I've seen this guy before, way far back. I don't get that. I don't know. I mean, I've seen people, say if they had a cancer cyst or something on their nose where they'd have, cover something. I don't think so. I don't think that's this. But this didn't look good either. But, there was another YouTube channel on Marfugal News, and I think he's got another one that I did like TV, 2 different ones, not affiliated with any other YouTube channel, but he was talking about how some of these homeless, I mean, they're not homeless, and they get out here and they panhandle. He was talking about a lady that actually had like a brand new like iPod and all that, everything, but she was out there actually panhandling, and she had a little small child, but she was using that. But there would be a car that would come up to him, and I've seen vehicles come up here. Now, of course, that's in a different state. So this is going on in different states. This just isn't our state here in Kansas City or Missouri. This is going on. But I've seen vehicles, I mean, like brand new vehicles put up these people. And it's like they know these people. And it's like they're not exchanging, not somebody donating or something. And I've seen them actually get in the vehicle and go with them. So that's crazy. I mean, it's not like they're getting help, or it's not like a place is actually like a charity organization doing something with them. But that's weird, very weird. So I'll go ahead and show that station real quick. Oh yeah, and there was another vehicle on this ramp. I thought it was sitting there by the ramp, not moving. You know how they deal those drug stuff, man. It's amazing. I can drive through here one time this way, one time that way, and see all this stuff. You think that the police they're out all the time. You would think they would see some of this stuff after a while. But hold on. Oh yeah, guys, I wanted to tone this down real quick for a second, show you where I was coming up here, because this is the vehicle. It was sitting over by the ramp. Now, that's what they do. And then there'll be another vehicle pull up, and they exchange stuff, and they go on. So I looked at the light on this deal too. I wanted to see if there was anything that was keeping them from going. But it wasn't, because after we got the green to go through, they just kept sitting there. They were just still sitting there waiting for something. And then there was a person that was walking back to this vehicle. Now, this vehicle wasn't broke down. There was no flashers or nothing on it or anything like that. It looks like they need to get back down here a little bit and be looking at this stuff. So hold on. All right, guys, I got a file extension problem. I'm not going to be able to show the other part. But you'll just have to take my word for it. There's a vehicle down there at that station back there with its doors open. And they were down there by the cave area. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so I went back to the dash cam part. I can't show you back up in the cubby hole up there by the cave, but I can show you one thing. This right here, you see where my cursor is, and you see this? This is a person over here. And this person was the one walking back to this other person that was in this vehicle on this ramp. And like I say, that's how they deal the drugs. Could even have went down there to get the drugs down there at the station down there. Because like I say, that other vehicle had its doors open. They were sitting away from the cones, off to the one side there. And that's the way they do things. See if I can do this in slow motion. I had to go over it several times to get past this second car. And that person was right in over here with those headlights. I don't know if I can get it to stop, but we'll see here. You see that person walking. Right there. Right there's the person. And I don't know. I'm going up here. There was a vehicle that was pulling out, but that's not the one I'm talking about. And there was one sitting way far back on this back side over here with the doors open. You know, it's hard to get that stuff stopped once that stuff starts flowing, guys. So hold on. And I'll show that one more time. How far that car was weaving back and forth over the lines. Not good. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open out there and stay safe out there. This is Kansas City. This is Independence, Missouri. And this is up north of the river, North Kansas City. Have a good one.